Hi, I'm Steve Owens with Entertainment World, and today we're going to be interviewing some of the cast members of the new Celebrity Apprentice on NBC. First, to start it off with, we've got Arnold. Arnold, why did you join the cast of Celebrity Apprentice?
You know, every time I watched Celebrity Apprentice or Apprentice, it was always an exciting show for me. I loved watching it. It kept me glued to the television. And I don't watch much television, but this was a show that I always was interested in. And I always said to myself, wouldn't it be cool to be the host of this show? Not even ever thinking that it's going to happen. And then bang, then one day, there we were.
Arnold, how did it happen that you joined Celebrity Apprentice this season?
I was approached and was asked, and I was so excited. I said to myself, wow, I've never done anything that had to do with reality television or with anything even remotely like that. Most of the stuff that I've always done was scripted. It was movies. Or, you know, in politics, of course, you have to have the Q&As and to answer your questions the way you want in order. But this gave me a chance now to do something where I can use my personality and, you know, the various different parts of Arnold. You know, if it's the angry part, the tough part, the sweet part, the innocent part, the comedic part, and all of this kind of different sides I can use on this show, because the show is, as everyone always says, be yourself. We want you on that show. So it's really terrific, and I'm very excited about, you know, doing something new. And I think this is what is very exciting about all of the personalities that are on the show, is that they all are, you know, kind of bridging over to something totally new. I mean, they all were very safe on their grounds, if they're musicians or actors or UFC fighters and boxers or whatever they may have done. All of a sudden now they're crossing over to something where they don't know which way it's going to go, and they're going to win or they're going to lose, what the drama is that's going to unfold in the boardroom and so on. So I'm very excited about doing this show.
Do you have any board members selected yet? What kind of character do you want to take on for the show? Is it going to be like one of your movie roles, or is it going to be you?
Well, I think that I'm bringing my personality, and I think that everyone will agree. I do have a very colorful personality with very different sides, and I think that if I can put that in a boardroom and make this part of the show, it's going to be really a very successful show. But it's one of those things, again, where the dynamics of the whole thing is really the most important thing. So that the other celebrities and what I do with them and how I get them to interact with each other is going to be really the secret to the whole thing, because that's what's going to create the kind of drama. If it is tears in the boardroom, people crying, people being frustrated, people throwing fits, people are screaming, people being disappointed, and that you as an audience will really feel sad about certain things that are going to happen or happy about certain things that are going to happen. So it's basically taking the audience, the American audience and the international audience, on an emotional roller coaster ride and really make them be part of all of this drama.
Do you have any board members selected yet?
Well, there's one boardroom advisor that is going to be the permanent advisor, and he's my nephew. He's my brother's son. Patrick Knapp Schwarzenegger is his name, and he has been an entertainment lawyer for the last 20 years. I brought him to America from Austria. He grew up in Austria, and I told him that when he gets his high school diploma and he gets good grades, that I will bring him over here and that give him a shot in America. And he went to Santa Monica City College, to UCLA, got his bachelor degree, and then went to law school at USC, and was terrific in the school, always very, very bright, and became a lawyer. And he loved entertainment law. He's now representing some of the top Hollywood stars and working for a big law firm, but has also at the same time been one of my top confidants and advisors. So the show was looking for someone who is in an organic way my advisor, who is in real life my advisor, and who I'm listening to most more than anyone else. And Patrick Knapp Schwarzenegger is that person.
What kind of character do you want to take on for the show? Is it going to be like one of your movie roles, or is it going to be you?
I think that you will see a guy that is like in Twins, and a guy that is in Kindergarten Cop, but the guy also that is in Predator, and that is in Terminator. So it's a combination of different characters that you will see in the boardroom. So I will be kind, but I will be tough, and they will know it. They will feel it.
Why the change of location for the show? Why do you feel the show has had such success in the past years?
I think bringing the show to Los Angeles is going to be a refreshing kind of a thing. It will have a fresh look. The office will be my personality of office. It will be looking exactly the way my office does. And it will be bigger. The boardroom table will be bigger and more powerful, so it fits to me. The doors will be bigger. When you see the doors swing open and I walk in, there's a kind of Terminator-type doors. They're not just these flimsy doors that are flying around. So everything will be big and powerful, and it will have my personality to the whole thing. And it will be very light and joyful, but also very intense in some other ways.
Why do you feel the show has had such success in the past years? Why do you feel the show has had such success in the past years?
I think that one of the things that makes this whole Celebrity Apprentice be so interesting is because you never know. So when you introduce the celebrities in the beginning, you will not know how those different characters will develop and blow up or kind of shrivel down and disappear. We don't know because they are all, like I said, at the top of the line in their field. They're great, great singers, great songwriters, great actors, great comedians, great fighters in the ring, if it's boxing or UFC fighting. So they're really terrific in their thing. Some of them are reality TV show hosts and all kinds of different personalities we have there. So, but we don't know what this atmosphere will bring out of them. And this is what makes the great drama. I don't know it today. You don't know it. No one knows it. They don't even know it themselves because there will be circumstances that they will be put in that they have never, ever been before.
Now tell me, Arnold, do you expect it to get really crazy on the set?
I think that there will be, controversy, that there will be, they will get on each other's nerves. It will flare up, and that's when things start happening. And then, of course, in a boardroom, the important thing is for me to see that right away and to work on it and to put fuel in that fire and to let it explode.
In your movie career, you played a lot of different characters. Are you going to incorporate some of those into the show?
I really don't have a favorite character because I've really played so many different characters that I liked. How do you compare a twins character that was Danny DeVito's, kind of buddy and twin brother to the Terminator or to the character they play in True Lies or in Total Recall and so. So I've done a lot of great projects, and I've done also some projects that went right in the toilet. So, but I was very fortunate that I have had the chance of doing great movies.
Well, folks, you're going to be shocked. Who is also joining the cast of Celebrity Apprentice this year?
Well, I'm Vince. I'm Vince Neil, most known for singing for the band Motley Crue for the last 35 years, and we we're just calling it quits right now. Just finished our last show New Year's Eve, and now it's off to other things.
Why did you sign up for Celebrity Apprentice?
You learn a lot from watching the show. You really do. You learn a lot about marketing and advertising. About like when they make commercials, it's like the 30-second spot. It's got to have this and that and this. Jingles, product placements, all kinds of cool stuff.
And what about Arnold? Do you think he is a real businessman?
Arnold is going to bring, he's not only a great actor, a fun actor. All of his movies are just amazing. But he was the governor. That's pretty good. That's a cool thing to mark off on your bucket list. Yeah, I think I'll be the governor. But he's a businessman. And he's like he was talking to the people today that, he made his first millions in real estate. And it's funny because I never knew that. And so you look at Arnold and you go, here's a really smart guy. And so he's going to bring a lot of that business savvy also to the board.
Carson, what are you doing here?
My name is Carson Kressley, and everyone knows I am a prize-winning cage fighter. Oh, no, that's Chael. I'm sorry. A little confused. Everyone knows me as a stylist and fashion designer, and probably from Queer Eye for the Straight Guy. I was one of the gay ones, in case you didn't know. I'm playing for such a fantastic charity, and it's called the True Colors Fund. And my friend Cyndi Lauper founded it a number of years ago. I've been on the board with her. And our mission is to eradicate youth homelessness. Our mission is to eradicate youth homelessness, especially within the LGBT community, because unfortunately, there's a lot more homeless gay youth than there is straight, and it's because a lot of gay kids still get thrown out of their homes. They don't have a place to go. So it's such a great cause and something that's so close to me that I thought I can't not do it because I can't not try to win some money for this cause, which is, I think, the greatest cause ever.
Hello, everyone. I'm Melissa Santos, and I am Arnold Schwarzenegger's secretary on Celebrity Apprentice.
Great. The show airs on January 4th. So tell us a little bit about what you actually do on the show.
I am not involved in the actual competition, which it's a relief for me, being that I work on another Mark Burnett's production, and that's a little bit more high intensity. So I get to be behind the desk, and I do deliver bad news to the competitors while I sit there, and I back up Arnold, basically. I'm his secretary.
So you're the one that stands in front of him when they're ready to beat him up after they've been kicked off the show.
I am did you say beat him up? Yeah, I can't defend him like that, but I sit there and I try to look pretty, and I make sure that he is well represented.
Great. Do you have any desire to be a contestant next year?
I see what they go through, and it's pretty intense. However, they do it for a cause. They get to pick a charity that is most important to them, and they work hard to win. And if they do win, they win money for their charity. So I guess under those circumstances, I might do it. But it is pretty intense.
Well,
I can be a pretty cat, so.
Speaking of charities, I know that you've been heavily involved this year in feeding the homeless in Los Angeles.
Yeah. I've fed the homeless during Christmas. That was wonderful, and it's really, it was really a life-changing experience. Like I've done some charity work before, but I've never fed that many people. It was really emotional, actually, and I want to stay very involved. And actually, I tried to do it during Christmas. However, I was traveling, so I wasn't able to. But as soon as I'm able to, I actually contacted the main lady at the LA mission, and who puts everything together. And we're in contact. So hopefully, I get to do more of that. I did donate blood to the Children's Hospital in Los Angeles, so that was another life-changing event. Walking into that hospital, there are so many children that need help and need need so much, and at such a young age. You have like 3-year-olds walking around, and you can see that they've lost their hair because of cancer, and it's sad. So I want to keep helping as much as I can.
Great. You were discovered on Lucha Underground, which then brought you over to Celebrity Apprentice. Tell us what the show is, Lucha Underground, because a lot of people may not know what that is.
Yeah, Lucha Underground is a hybrid. It's a pro wrestling show that is like a hybrid television show, like a series, like a Breaking Bad would shoot the same, a series, that type of, like any other television series you would find on, any of your favorite channels. So it's not just wrestling, because there's a storyline, kind of like a mini soap opera. And I'm the ring announcer. I am involved heavily in the storyline this season. We're actually airing our 3rd season right now, and it's exciting. I get to do some ring announcing. I do have a pro wrestling background, so I might get involved in that later on, and maybe kick a little bit of butt. So it's it's been really fun. We're doing a tour with Cricket Wireless this year, in the beginning of the year, beginning of 2017, and yeah, it's exciting. It's just it's been a hell of a ride. I get to travel all over the world now, and when I get booked out to meet fans, you know, I've traveled to Chile this year. I've gone to Spain. It's been great. So.
Well, fabulous. So I hope 2017 is a wonderful year for you, and congratulations on 2 TV series as a series regular in 2016.
On El Rey Network. So Lucha Underground is El Rey Network, which is owned by Robert Rodriguez, and Mark Burnett is actually one of the producers of Lucha Underground. And as you guys know, Mark Burnett is also the producer, one of the main producers and owners of Celebrity Apprentice. So they ended up bringing me over and thought that I would be a good fit there. So I hope that continues as well, and we'll see what 2017 brings me. I'm excited.
Great.